What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. After Sound here, bringing you Splinterlands content every single day. We also stream right here on this channel every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday morning, so come by and say hello. This video is also brought to you by two things. Since we don't do any sponsorships here on the channel, I'll show them out real quick. The first is my music, which is available anywhere you stream music under the name After Sound. And the second is a new podcast I just launched called Chasing Infinity. Links to both in the description below. Check them out. Let me know what you think, and I appreciate the support. Okay, guys, let's talk about the auction promo card, because through 5 days, we have seen at a minimum 1 million DEC as the winning bid. And you can see there are some days that are even higher than that. Shout out to Housewife for the win, who got the first one at 1347, 1.347 million, I should say. And then Azrakhan actually topped that on the most recent day, day number 5, with 1.35 million DEC. You also have Vet V, shout out to Vet V as well, 1.050. That is the cheapest that we have seen. But here's the thing, you can go through and look at the bid history on these, and there's a lot of names that you see that are bidding, right? Crypto Eater, SPR Stoner, let's see who else there was, Ghostly BG, Loving the Moo, Blazo Blaz, Indie Goth, Indie Goth 1. Let's see if there's any more here. Bugmax, right? Tide Pod Oreos, all within the 900 to a million DEC range. So all I have to say, my initial reaction to this, my initial kind of assessment is this is better than anything that I would have expected. I thought these cards would be going for like 500,000 to 600,000 DEC. And if you remember, I made a video kind of predicting how much, it wasn't really a prediction, but it was just kind of like an early estimate on how much DEC would get locked up for the auction promo cards. And with that, right, 100 cards, 500,000 DEC, 500,000 to 600,000 DEC is what I was thinking. I was looking at 50 to 60 million. And I was including in that, right, a little bit of a bump for the gold foils, of which we're going to have 5. And we have not seen a price set for any of the gold foils yet. That's going to be on day 20. So we're still about 2 weeks away from that. But considering the fact that the regular foils are going for such high values, and at the very least, I'm expecting, if you want to get a top 10 card ID, I'm expecting that, with the names that we saw, we're probably going to see, the rest, at least in the top 10, stay above 1 million. That's kind of mind-boggling to me, because now we're significantly higher than that, right? We're probably entering the range of like 80 to 90, maybe 100 million. And once again, I'm not even really accounting for the gold foils, because if a regular foil is going for 1 million, over 1 million, what's a gold foil going to go for? And there's going to be 5 of those, right? So you can see here, day 6 already. Wow, we have a new all-time high price from Neoxian for 1.356 million. Let me see the bid history here. So you had 1 million. Azrakhan was looking to get another one. Is that what it is? 1.3? Wow. And then Miradom, 1.31, and then 1.356. So, here's the thing. I know people feel one way or another about the auction promos. For someone like myself who is not, participating, I have to say that, one, this is still pretty exciting to see that there are folks that are spending crazy amounts of money in a game for a single card. But I feel like I have to say I told you so, guys, right? This is like, there are people out there that really love the game and want to hold these cards. And for them, it's not really about having, it's not really about the returns. They're not trying to make a ton of money. Maybe they are, right? This is a collectible. But for a lot of people, if they want to spend the money, here's the opportunity for them to do so. And now we're in a position where we could lock up like 100 million DEC, which is significant, because this, in conjunction with the Hall of Legends promos, this could lock up over 500 million, 600 million, 700 million, right? Like, that's a lot of DEC that, again, we weren't necessarily accounting for. But to me, the auction has been like the biggest surprise. Now, obviously, we still have 2 more phases of the Hall of Legends, and so far, the Hall of Legends has not been going. The third phase has not been going as well as I thought. I think we're only at about like 60 million, if that, for this phase. So you can see the total DEC spent is about 320 million. I wish they had this broken up by phases, but it's all good. We were at 256, I believe, before the third phase started. So like I said, about 60, maybe a little bit more than 60 million spent so far. Now, obviously, there's still a little bit over a week left to go in this, so there's still some time, but the cards haven't been as impressive. We'll have to see what the team does for phases 4 and 5. But at the end of the day, this is starting to really push DEC back to peg. Obviously, we're getting a little bit of help from the market. Let me go ahead and refresh this because Bitcoin is no longer at 84,000. It is at 88,000, and you have DEC sitting above 860 Splintoshis. In fact, I think I saw it wick up to like 880 or 890 a little while ago. SPS is now once again flirting with a penny. So there's a lot of bullish momentum happening here. And, I covered this in a previous video, so I don't want to focus too far there. But as we start to lock up more DEC in the down, like I said, my goal is for us to get up to 2 billion. And that's going to be a combination of the promo cards, both the auction as well as the Hall of Legends. It's going to be a combination of the Rebellion end of year, but really just the end of Rebellion sale by the end of the year, December 18th to be specific, as well as the Conclave Arcana launch that's happening probably, they said they're going to get it out by April or end of April, which means we can probably expect the DEC impact to be felt maybe late February, early March, if that is when the pre-sale will be, right? Traditionally, it's about a month of a pre-sale. So, we're entering into some interesting times. Obviously, the market is being very cooperative right now, which is great. But, taking this back to the auction promo, this has overperformed my expectations, which were conservative, to be fair. They were conservative, but this is overperforming, and we'll have to see if and when the hype tends to die down a little bit. Like, I'm not sure when we're going to see something below 1 million DEC. My guess, and again, I'm being conservative here. My guess is we'll see it like maybe when we get to the 11th, right? If you want to have a top 10, you're probably going to pay a premium. But once we get to 11 and above, maybe some of that hype dies down. Maybe it doesn't. I don't know. But we'll see how things play out as we move along. But let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Curious to see what your reaction has been to the auction promo. Again, I'm just shocked, like pleasantly surprised, but maybe some other folks out there had called this, and I'm curious to know what your thoughts on it moving forward as well are. So I'll catch you all in the next video and see you around the game. Take care.